Okay, I've got 9.5 minutes here. Let's see what we can do this time. This time I don't think my head's going to be cut off. Using another roll of toilet paper to lift the camera up a bit more. Got 3 of them stacked, one on top of the other, each one slightly smaller in diameter. Oh, so then, well, what shall we do? Well, first that, well, that's all right. That is Philip Glass from The Hours, the soundtrack to that movie. Glass is pretty incredible. He and that other fellow that wrote Nixon in China, Adams. Yeah. These two composers are both considered minimalists, and I love their music. It's great. And that opera, Nixon in China, that opera is fucking weird, I have to say. All the characters act like, I don't know, puppets, marionettes. I suppose it was intentional, but it just looks peculiar. God. Anyway, no, that's all right for me. Now I got some Beckett here. In fact, I read that Glenn Ross, and I'm not doing this for an audition. Fuck, I'd be scared to get up on a stage. I've done it before, but fuck, I wouldn't want to do it in front of a live audience paying money. Shit, that'd be a little, I don't know. You'd have to get used to it. I'll tell you what fucked up Norman Mailer when he was a young fella and he had his burst of success when he was only, I don't know, 26, 27 years old when he wrote The Naked and the Dead. He'd been stationed, in the Pacific Islands in World War II, and he's writing letters home to his fiancée or his wife, and she saved all these letters, so he took all this information that he had acquired, these recollections of the war, what was going on, and he wrote this novel. I've never read it. I read quite a number of his other books, but I've never read that one. I saw a satirization of it in Mad Magazine. I don't know what they called it. That fucking Mad Magazine. That was William M. Gaines. That was his project. He was an old man with a big long beard. That's how I knew about him. All right, well, where are we? We're going to do this Crap's Last Tapes, if I can find it. Or how about Embers? I don't know that. I haven't read it yet. I might need to read it. That's, Beckett's not easy. He uses some big words, too, sometimes. But All That Fall. That might be a good one. Let's see what we got. Better shut this off now. We've got Mrs. Rooney, Mattie, a lady in her 70s. Christy, a carter. Mr. Tyler, a retired bill broker. Mr. Slocum, clerk of the racecourse. Tommy, porter. Mr. Barrel, a station master. Miss Pitt? Miss Pitt, a lady in her 30s, a female voice. Dolly, a small girl. Mr. Rooney, Dan, husband of Mrs. Rooney, blind. Well, is Mrs. Rooney blind or is Dan blind? And Jerry is a small boy. So you got the rural sound, sheep, birds. Okay, we're out in the country. Cow, cock, several of them together. Silence. Mrs. Rooney advances along a country road towards railway station. Sound of her dragging feet. Music from House by Death and the Maiden. The steps slow down, stop. Okay, this is Mrs. Rooney. Now who's she talking about? Poor woman. All alone in that ruinous old house. Rises up a little bit. The steps resume. Music dies. Mrs. Rooney murmurs. Melody, her murmur dies. Sound of approaching cartwheels. The cart stops. The steps slow down, stop. Is that you, Christy? It is, ma'am. I thought the hinny was familiar. How is your poor wife? No better, ma'am. Your daughter, then? No worse, ma'am. Why do you halt? But why do I halt? Nice day for the races, ma'am. Oh, no doubt it is. But will it hold up? Will it hold up? I suppose I would not. Surely to goodness that cannot be the up mail I hear already. Silence, the hinny lays, silence. Damn the mail. Oh, thank God for that. I could have sworn I heard it thundering up the track in the far distance. So, Hinny's Winnie, well, it is not surprising. I suppose you wouldn't be in need of a small load of dung. Dung? What class of dung? Sty dung. Sty dung. God. I like your frankness, Christy. I'll ask the master. Christy. Yes, ma'am. Do you find anything bizarre about my way of speaking? I do not mean the voice. No. I mean the words. I use none but the simplest words. I hope, and yet I sometimes find my way of speaking very bizarre. Mercy, what was that? Oh, never mind her, ma'am. She's very fresh in herself today. Dung. What would we want with dung at our time of life? Why are you on your feet down on the road? Why do you not climb up on the crest of your manure and let yourself be carried along? God, this is so stupid. I can't read any more of this. Beckett, all right, he's fucking crazy. There's no doubt about that. He is the craziest writer that has ever lived, as far as I'm concerned. Samuel Beckett. God. Made famous by his play Waiting for Godot. And he wrote 3 novels right after, or during and after World War II. Malloy, Malone Dies, and The Unnameable. And when I had my first job in the printing trade, I lived in Bellingham. I went to the Bellingham Library. I found this trilogy by Samuel Beckett. Malloy, Malone Dies, and The Unnameable. And God, you try to wade through that, and good luck. You'll need rescue. You'll need rescue out of all this endless rumination that Beckett does in his work. Endless rumination, and he does these fucking permutations. I'm not an expert on Beckett. I just read his work. He fascinated me, frankly. And Watt, W-A-T-T, Watt, and Mr. Knott, K-N-O-T-T. Fuck, he's fucking around with Watt and Knott in this book. And it is the book where he, I don't know, reaches the pinnacle of permutation. And it's just too involved. I don't even want to talk about Beckett. God, he's such a difficult writer anyway. It's so tedious to read him. He's not very pleasant, actually. I mean, he makes his bums out to be, I don't know, amusing, I